membership is for. And if you're tuning in for the first time, please do let me know. Where are you watching from? Because I care to get a feel of where the community is. And if you have questions for me, please put a giant Q in front of it because my eyes will get right into it. And say hello to our community member, which is Hannah in the house. Hello, Hannah. Hannah from Sydney, Australia. And we have a couple more community member or moderator that will be joining us later on. But for now, I just wanted to answer all of your Q&A today. I'm very pumped. I'm always pumped, regardless. But I think I'm more pumped today. I don't know why. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. Maybe because last week I was at a video conference or a Vid Summit for creators. The entire week I did come back on Friday, but I felt like I was rushing through my content and not taking my time. I apologize for that. So now that I am in my own element with my hot tea in this very cold Seattle weather. Hello, and thank you for joining. There's quite a few new community member here. Dev, I know who you are, Dev. Hello, Dev. How are you? Let's go to the very top and see what you all have for me. Purple Sparko, say hello to Purple, everybody. I'm just gonna call you Purple. I know I will go with you all with what you. Ooh, I'm sorry. My friend, my ex-Amazonian, I don't want to flip my camera so you won't know who it is. You know what? Let's bring her live. Laura, by the way, you're live right now. I'm live streaming on YouTube. You want to say hi? No. If you want to say hi, look, I could turn the camera around. Are you sure? Please say hello. Okay, fine. All right, I'll call you later then. You're no fun. Bye, Laura. So that is one of my very good friend of 10 plus years when we both work at Amazon together in Kindle. All right. Dang it. I love ad hoc and I love surprises. Love. And if she would allow me to just flip the camera around, I could just invite her and then you can have two of us answering all of your questions. How fun would that be, right? What a party pooper. Anyhow, Deb, hello, Deb. Give me all of your questions, Deb. I know we've been corresponding on LinkedIn. Rita, hello, Rita. Happy Halloween. That's coming soon. If you have a kid, it's like Halloween the entire month. What will your kid be for Halloween? Please leave it in the comment below and let me know. Satya, hello, until I answer all of it. Hello, Caesar. You got this. Can you tell by the music that I'm playing what mood I'm in? I've been so focused. One of the reason why I went to, it's called Vid Summit, Video Summit, one of the largest one in the world, actually. I love it. All of my, my famous celebrity of YouTuber, even career coaches were all there and they are amazing people. There's going to be some collaboration coming up at the remainder of 2021. But I'm more pumped and excited because truthfully, I don't know if you all noticed, but in the last 3-4 months, I was so burned out. I've been burned out simply because I cared a lot. I care about coming in here, streaming for everyone twice a week. I care about my VIP coaching cohort, which is right here. I only run one coaching program, by the way. It's not an online class. I promise. It's not an online class. It's real coaching with me. And I care so much about, I call everybody my member. I hate using the word clients because I think client is kind of dictating the doctor white coat and the nurse's blue coat. I just don't like that to refer to people. Anyway, my members, I care so much where if I don't get you the success that you want, which is everyone in the mom that's coming to me, 99% of you guys want to work for Amazon. I'm so obsessed in getting you the results. If I don't get that, then I don't feel good about myself. I care about your success. Yeah, you getting that Amazon job more than you. Believe it or not, I do. It is very, very obvious inside specifically my VIP coaching cohort and also my live streaming. These section. My goodness, I can't talk. Yes, indeed, English is my fourth language, guys. Not even second language, 4. I speak Vietnamese. I speak Cantonese. I almost forgotten all of my Mandarin. and I speak a little bit Chau Chau. So I was born and raised in Vietnam. Therefore, my family speak many. My mom actually speaks French and German as well. That's what they have to learn growing up in my country, I guess. But the reason why I'm so passionate about this conference is because I know what I can deliver to my audience, but there's so many of you guys. How can I deliver the goods to you and help you where you are going to look at my content, listen, implement, and get the result that you want? That's why I left my child for almost an entire week. Um, and put myself in the hotel, put myself, it was like so quickly be there to learn as much as I could. And I'm pumped. And because of that conference, I was able to find my inspiration. I'm not lazy. Let's be real here. I work very hard, but there's a difference between working hard and then being motivated while you're working hard and focusing on the right thing, right? I think it's very important for me to open up this live Q&A session to talk about how important it is for you to focus, where you can be prepping for your Amazon job interview for the entire month, 10 hours a day, and not going anywhere and bomb your interview for the third time, fourth time, 10th time. So I know that feeling because it's also called burning out, right? You're burnt out. I get it. I have been burnt out quite a number of times. The funny thing is, I was never burnt out when I worked for an employer. And I burnt out a couple of times, but I love what I do so much where I want to continue doing it. But I also feel at the same time that while I'm live streaming so much, just like how I'm hosting so many office hours for my VIP coaching clients, are they listening? What about the 20% of the people who's watching and not participating in dropping the Q&A? Because I see it, community members. I know how many of you guys are my pay YouTube member. There's quite a few of you guys, but I'm not seeing all of them dropping their questions in here. In average, I get anywhere between 65 to even 165 people who stick around in my live stream. But guys, I appreciate you coming and hang out with me. You can always create a nickname like Purple Sparkle Felicity, where people don't have to know your real name and ask all of your questions. Okay. I know that many of you want one-on-one attention with me. It's really hard. And I don't really take private coaching anymore because I feel like it's taking my time away from doing this. The great thing is that I just partnered with a video editor. Woo! I don't know if he's watching. If he is, I'll mention whom down the road, but it's very amazing. I told you all, and I made a promise to the community a few weeks ago that I'm working really hard to polish up my content, even like these live stream, to turn into a 10-minute video where you're not wasting time while I fix my hair or get coffee. I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. Where it's going straightly to the content, and the live here, all of them will be saved in member replay only, where you can watch my mistakes, my pronunciation, my grammatical error. If you're into that, you can have that in member only stream. Okay, so it's really important to have a central focus as you're prepping for your interview of what you're doing. Are you prepping the right thing? Are you dedicating the right amount of time? Because I recommend 1 to 2 hours every single day, 7 days a week if you're prepping for interview with FAANG company. It's not just Amazon, it's FAANG company. That is the truth. Those who are from big companies, for example, like VMware, I've been helping a lot of those, Microsoft even. Those leaders, when I say leader, I'm talking about director and senior director level, almost group manager. That's very high level. They work with me for 3 months. Yeah, that's the fact. If it takes folks 3 months, and they are amazing, by the way, they all accepted an offer. Can we say hallelujah? They all accepted an offer at Amazon. That is why it's so powerful to focus on the right thing where you're not wasting a year, 2 years. There's so many of you who's telling me, I read all of your messages from my YouTube and then my LinkedIn where, within the last 2 years, you fell 8 interview. My goodness, why are you still interviewing? Why? Why are you still interviewing? The VIP coaching is only made for those who have no BS, no excuses, and willing to do the work. Because guys, I'm not a miracle worker. You see the way how I'm coaching everyone here. It makes no different when you are a customer of my VIP coaching. No different. But don't worry, it's not going to get any more rough than this. But my intent is if you're going to want to get a job at the biggest company in the world, like Google, like Amazon, like Apple, like Facebook, Tesla, by the way, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, they're the group of the FAANG or top technology company now. If you want to get into those company, just figuring out what Q&A, what questions and answer is not good enough. You know that, but how are you going to structure in creating your story? Now, every coaches have their own purposes. My niche, my specialty, as per my VIP coaching member and my community member who landed job offers at these places, tells me this is not something where I say I'm an expert. No, I'm not an expert of anything. Okay. I think I have so much more to go. But by listening to my customer, everyone is telling me that the one thing I do really well, it's helping them. Helping them identify what is their core strength, taking their weaknesses and turning that around. That is true. Don't think you can't do something. Yes, you can. I've done it hundreds of times in my cohort, okay? And transforming every bit of what you have done, even though you don't realize that it's a high level ROI, return on investment or business impact, and helping you create the written and oral communication skill in delivery. My strength is helping you deliver so that you can land the right job at like an Amazon. Okay. So there's a lot of free resources here. I know I'm not the only creator. Take advantage of all of the free resources. I don't want to mention Hannah's name, but Hannah is my rock star. She is the number one most impressed community member of mine I have ever worked. In fact, if I have to think about the last 21 years, even while working at all these companies, you can tell, well, that's not fair because this is what I do for a living. I can identify talent very quickly because I grew up as a recruiter. I grew up as a recruiter, as an executive recruiter, and as a recruiting leader, as an interview trainer, and now a career coach. So that is literally my entire background. So earlier on, when I mentioned no BS and no excuses, because the interviewer, they can tell. They can tell. For instance, if you come to me and you say, Holly, this is not working, great. What are you doing that hasn't been working? You can't answer me. Well, you haven't done anything, right? So if you're trying to get an offer like at an Amazon, you better be pumping the encouragement in focusing very hard in preparation for a few months. I recommend 3 months, which is why my VIP has a monthly subscription as well as the 90-day. That is because through my experiences, not because I felt like I want to wake up one day and have a 90-day program. No, that is not the case. Okay. I have to share that part with you guys because I've been so burnt out in the last few months where I'm trying to figure out what works and what to put out to my community. And this is what has worked. Okay. You can do it on your own. It's in my playlist. Watch every single video that has the word Amazon on it for all the FAANG companies. Note that in my videos, I don't talk a whole lot about the Amazon leadership principle, right? I did talk about it in 2 playlists to educate you on the expectation, what those LPs are. In fact, I even created a story template of the LP number 15 and 16, the most recent one. It's in the playlist. Absolutely free. Okay? Did I mention free? Free. So really, I mean, I can tell by the type of questions that you're asking. For example, Holly, I'm your community member. Can you give me a quick tip for an operation manager position? That's my entire channel. Literally, it's interview tip, right? I show up to your live stream. Can you do this for me? Actually, I have a member who sent me the entire spreadsheet so I can review 20 of their stories. No, I cannot do that. I don't think any business owner would have the bandwidth to do that. In fact, I don't even have time to take consultation call. People wanted to be in my VIP coaching. I can't even jump on a call with them. I haven't been at all, actually, in the last 2 years. That's how busy things have been with me. And selfishly, I just want to spend more time with you right here. Okay? Constant price. I'm ready to answer anything you're throwing at me, girl. Grow Catalyst 2022. Good afternoon to you. Hello, Nee. Mario. Hello from Brazil. This is not the Mario that just landed a job. Oh, by the way, I was playing around earlier today. Hang on. I don't want to forget about it. So let me do this right now so I won't forget. Take a look at this. Last week, that is correct, people. In the last 7 days, we have 10 people from our community who landed a job offer at Amazon specifically. I did not even count the ones that's not from Amazon yet. I'm talking about other companies, okay? 10 people a week. You guys know that I don't BS and I love numbers. I love statistic. I just don't have the time to do this every single week for you guys. But at least these are the people who message me on LinkedIn, by the way. It doesn't include my messages on commenting on my YouTube channel or my email. This is purely just LinkedIn because it's a lot faster. 10 people, guys, a week. A week, absolutely spanking free. Did I mention free? It is free. So you got to ask yourself, what are you doing with your time? And have you started banging on all of my videos? That's it. That's enough said. Alrighty. I know Hannah is wonderful. Thank you, Hannah. Oh, you got an offer. Let me go ahead and add Caesar's name on there as well. Yay! Congratulations. Thank you for telling us and coming here, Caesar. Tanya, how are you? Long time. I felt like it's been a long time. Noziwi. Hello, Noziwi. How are you? Noziwi says, you've been called for an interview. It felt like you've been called for duty from the military. First impression. I know. I'm just being a dork. I've been called for the on-site interview for regional safety engineer. Do I still eat sleep? Eat sleep star. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. I love it. Do I still eat sleep star? Yes. Yes, girl. You are going to eat sleep star every single day, 7 days a week, 1 to 2 hours. Okay. You could be a safety manager, an engineer, a program manager, a product manager. It doesn't matter. You can be a new graduate. It doesn't matter. The whole purpose of using the STAR Foundation is that you know what you're solving for and you don't forget what your result is. Many people either they go, yeah, I build this. That's awesome. How did you do this again? But why are you solving for that problem? Okay. I've had so many. In fact, let me take a step back. I have not worked with any of my members who can answer any basic questions. Even so, why are you interested in Amazon? None, not basic, right? Even if I were to ask, by the way, all of you in my VIP coaching cohort, tomorrow, the first question I'll ask you is, tell me about your role and responsibility. Because back in the days when I used to be executive recruiting, it's my number one answer because by how your answer is letting me know, do you have the scope? Do you have the scale? Are you the right fit for the position? Do you have a well thought out answer of walking me through your background on what you're doing in your current role with that position title that you have? Okay. If you don't answer it correctly, if I felt that your answer is very generic, very vague, I'm not really sure what your impact is at your current role, then you're probably not a good fit. You see where I'm going? That's just basic question. It's not even an interview yet. Okay. So don't take small talk as something that you're not going to take seriously. This is what I mean, guys. If you would dedicate 1 to 2 hours every single day, let's just not go 7 days a week. Let's just go 5 days a week. And when I say interview prep, I meant send your daughter or your son to your husband if you have one. If you're a single parent, hire a nanny if you can afford, even like 1 hour a day, or send it to your friend. Make friends quickly. Just 1 hour a day, every single day. Okay? Do whatever you have to. And you got to tell yourself you did everything you could to get that job. The 10 names that I just showed you a second ago, they watch every single one of my video, people. I'm not kidding you. When I read through a lot of my messages, they resulted in offer. It follows with, Holly, I'm so grateful. I've literally banged all of your video in the 6-10 hours. I'm like, wow, really? Did you skip some content? Because it should be more than 6 hours. I'm just kidding. But the fact is that they have done their work. They didn't just watch and that's it, right? Because if you guys have been with me for a while and have watched quite a few of my videos, then you know that I love statistic. Every single year when the workplace statistic comes out, year over year, 90% of the people in the world choose to settle I'm not saying lazy, just settle. There's nothing wrong with settling, by the way, okay? Settling meaning that I hate what I do, I'm miserable, I'm not growing, I don't even make the money that I make. It's okay because I have a job at the end of the day, my bills are paid, and I'm good. Then you shouldn't be complaining, okay? If that is you, no judgment, it's all good. It's all good. But don't think about getting a job at Amazon and not being prepped. That's not going to happen. Job seeker. Hello, job seeker. I had my loop interviewed. Amazon asked to set up another 30-minute call. Wow, this is huge. Sorry, guys. Okay. Set up a 30-minute call for another conversation if they want to give an offer. Is this normal? What do you make of it? Okay, let me reread this one more time. I got a little confused there. So you had your loop interview already, but the Amazon asked to set up a 30-minute call to have another conversation before they confirm if they want to give an offer. Is that exactly what they say? Because normally they don't really give you all that to talk about the offer package. Okay, that's what the call is, but they will never mention if we want to give you the offer or not. When you say they, can you please be more specific? Who's calling you, my friend? Is it the recruiter or is it an interviewer that wants to interview you more? So if the recruiter is calling you, then they want to talk number with you. Okay, that's a little bit unclear. Alrighty. MS, welcome to our fabulous YouTube community. Some of you guys land jobs and you continue coming back. Thank you so much for supporting my work. I appreciate you. Def, that's an excellent question. Def asks, do I need to have tech experience to get into a business development role in FAANG? Hell no. Because every single person I've helped getting into, it's not just Amazon, so does Google, right? Quite a few at Google actually as an account manager. Google is famous for account management position, not so much biz dev. Biz dev and AM or account executive, it's more of Amazon. In theory, Amazon just have more open position. So there is more a wiggle room for position titles, okay? You don't need to, but it helps to have some type of tech exposure. For instance, if you are interviewing at AWS for business development, then you better know what AWS is, right? In fact, the last couple folks who are even program managers that came from a sales background, strictly sales background, 0 ounce of tech experience, went and got AWS certified, practitioner, and those folks end up getting jobs at Amazon and other companies, other tech companies. Okay? Yeah, sounds like you have a good background, Dev. I would not be concerned about that, but I would be more interested in you prepping for the interview. Don't focus on can I get the job? Anyone can get the job because I have no tech experience when my first tech company is Microsoft, right? It's about how good you're selling yourself with the potential in giving the employer, your future AKA hiring manager, that you're going to pick up quickly and be amazing for them. Because for a manager interviewing you, they're going to evaluate, how much time am I going to have to train you? Right? You guys, all of you guys who are hiring manager, you could agree with me on that. And what would it take for you to come up to speed quickly? Okay. So aptitude and hunger is a huge thing that a lot of these FAANG companies are looking for. Caesar said, I got an Amazon job offer that was not very negotiable. And then I also got another offer from a small company for about 15,000 more a year. What would you, Holly? Well, basically, what do we think? First of all, you cannot compare apples and oranges. Okay, as I mentioned, I never mentioned actually Amazon is a good paying company. I never said that. In fact, I said how frugal Amazon is. Amazon is a company that if you plan on sticking around for 4 years, you're going to make a lot of money on your equity because the equity, it goes crazy, crazy. I, for one, can shamefully agree that 10 years ago, I did not believe in the Amazon stock. Yeah, it's an online retail. Why would it go anywhere like $3,000 share, right? Right? That was a mistake on my part. So you have to look at, are you joining a company for long-term growth? Or are you joining companies to get rich now? If you want to get rich now, all of you guys, Amazon is not a good company for you. But if you're joining a company for innovation, for speed, that could really give you the opportunity to be smarter than where you are right now with the type of complexity that you will be solving, the type of problem, then that's Amazon. They will compensate you very well the first 2 years. But when your sign-on bonuses goes away, you're really living off of your base salary because they have no bonus structure. I don't know why they have no bonus structure. They really should consider doing that. They really should. Okay, but I'm not Amazon. I can't say anything. But for years being in recruiting, I have worked with my HR leadership team and seeing how we can get great talent and compete with even startups. There's a lot of startups that we can't even compete with at the time. Okay, I think that answers your question. And honestly, 15,000 is really nothing. If you do the math, okay, let's all do the math together. 15,000 divided by 12 a year. So you're making what? 1,000 and 1,100 or so more a paycheck. Let's minus the tax, right? So you're making what? $600 more a paycheck. That's what you're looking at. So don't look at things black and white. Really think through what is important for you. Mario. Hello, Mario. Mario says, how to respond to what is the most complex problem you have solved. For the first thing I should tell you is every single questions that you are answering for Amazon need to be the biggest and largest scope that you've ever done because that is the Amazon environment. I would advise for you to take a look at the most innovative thing I've done. There's an example and a template for it where that same story could also be the most complex thing you've ever solved. Okay. I can't tell you what to write because you have to walk me through an experience where the problem that you're solving may be the most complex problem, but at an Amazon standard, it could be a very junior position, right? They're looking for scope, they're looking for scale. What does that even mean? Go check out that video because I'm literally telling you exactly what to do. There's a lot of template in there. If your answer is good, it would pretty much tackle almost all of the leadership principle, which is why I don't hone in on only focusing on the LP. Okay, so go take a look at it. The playlist is called Amazon Leadership Principle Questions and Answer. It's not really LP, to be honest. It's just a question around the LP. Okay, so do that. The playlist is right. Go click on playlist on my main channel. You will see it. In fact, you need to watch every single thing that have examples and answers on it. If asked 2 times by different interviewer without repeating my story, no, you do not want to repeat the exact same story. Have you ever said no to a customer? Yeah, have you? How to answer? Well, have you? What do you mean how to answer that? Well, let me ask you, Satya. Put it in the below. Everyone, let's play a game. Everybody, we are going to play this game together. Have you ever said no to a customer? Yes or no? The answer, well, although they say there's no right or wrong answer, there's definitely right or wrong answer. This is having a backbone or pushback question, okay? You wanted to say, yes, you have been able to push back for the customer with what data, with what measurement do you have in mind, where in the end you were right. Because sometimes our customer don't know what's best for them. We do, right? So think about an example where you're able to influence your customer in helping them either benefiting, adding value to your customers, and they see it and realize that down the road. This could also be a short-term decision for long-term gain as well, that your customer doesn't see it. Just any kind of businesses, a lot of the folks focus on generating revenue, right? People don't audience. Not a lot of people do that. But if you're able to point your customer in the right directions, don't tell them they're wrong. Just simply just say, no, I don't think that's a good idea. Here's why. With what data? Purple, Purple, how are you? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while, Purple. Please smash the like button and give me some coffee. I'm trying to quit coffee, so it's been very hard on me with tea. Hi, Rita. Rita says, I want to join the VIP. What are my steps? Can you explain the difference between signing up VIP versus just joining here and free resources? Well, there's a big difference, Rita. This is my live stream just answering your Q&A, right? Like this. The VIP coaching program is real life coaching with me. If you haven't already, I don't want to repeat myself because it's literally in every single one of my live stream. I don't want to use this session to sell my program because that's really tacky. I want to use this program to answer your question, but the link is literally on my signature right now. It's hollylee.co/VIP. You're talking about a premium real life career coaching with me every single day where I answer your question inside my platform. And I do run a 2 times weekly mock interview or catering specifically to your needs, which is job search, tutorial, networking. But majority of the time, 70%, it's helping you deliver your message in mock interview. So yeah, that's a really big difference. You also get, I'm reviewing everything that you have done, including your resume, LinkedIn, and teaching you how to do it right to land interviewed. I can go on and on and on, but I don't want to waste everyone's time on that. Please do click the link and literally read every single thing. Hannah, you and I know that not a lot of people read, not a lot of people pay attention, but I am so thorough and so transparent. There's no surprises. Literally, that landing page even give you the time and date of my office hour for the VIP coaching. Okay, all right. It tells you every single thing you need to know, Rita. All right, and feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn if you have other questions as well. There's a big difference. It's a coaching program. Um, I'm nervous because financial, I know, is so worth it. Apologies. I need things repeated sometime. I'm very ready to do the work. The thing is, Rita, in 2020, I uh, basically almost the entire year of 2020, which is what the pandemic hit end of February. So a year has 12 months. So 9 months out of the year, 9, 10, 11, 10, 9, 10 months out of the year, I practically gave away my coaching services for free. In 2021 I just have to make up and start making it is what I should say. True story, guys. If you all even follow me on LinkedIn at all, I know some of you have been here for a while and some of you who are new. You can tell by the type of folks. For example, last Christmas I literally made a post on my LinkedIn for the 12 days of Christmas. I was giving away coaching free private coaching even. Yeah, right? So I've done a lot of the stuff for like single parents, those who couldn't afford to hire a coach and they have lost their job. I just can't do that anymore. And allow me to explain, guys. I'm not being it to be rude. I'm not being it to be cruel. I have so many of those messages on LinkedIn. In fact, I have hundreds of those messages as we speak. I have learned that if you offer someone free, they do not do the work, and no, they do not work hard, because every single one of those folks that I have given out free services to, none of them did the work. None. Not a single one. Even a single mom with 2 kids. And it breaks my heart because I've literally paused my life. I have a kid too at the time because we were all homeschooling our kid. At the time in 2020, my son was only 2 years old. While I was teaching him potty training and being a teacher for him at home, running a YouTube channel, I had just started my YouTube channel not too long ago. And we went through a flood. I can go on and on. But the bottom line is, I was struggling and I put my life on hold, guys, for you guys. So it really was disappointing for me. It was a huge eye opener that I pour myself out to put my hand. I'm not even making up any of that stuff. You guys, you know who you are. You know who you are. And I've done all of that. That's why I no longer offer anything else and everything is as is. Okay. I have students reaching out to, trust me, I've done it all. I've helped student, I've helped mom, I have dads, I've helped, you know, age over 50. I've helped everything, even like college kids. I've helped every single thing that I've jumped on calls with of my personal time via Zoom. And on top of that, guess what, guys? Not only was I providing free coaching for them privately, I also sent some of them their Zoom recording for free. So that's why I don't offer pro bono work anymore, because I don't see the urgency from them when they know that they're not paying for things. All right. That is enough of me rambling on. Yes, congratulations, Caesar. Nisa, hello, Nisa. How are you? They want to have one more. Make sure you don't repeat your questions, job seeker, okay? Thank you, Hannah. Hannah, can you do me a favor? Can you? Oh, thank you. You already done that. It's easier to just have that link. I'm looking for more questions. You know what? There's a lot of ladies on the house today. I want to dedicate this time to all of you ladies. I'm literally here to answer all of your questions. I promise you that I will be here every single day. So even if no one shows up, I'm still going to hang out here. My VIP coaching cohort knows how I work. By the way, I don't take more than 15 students at the time. I do have a couple openings for October because in September I did have a couple member landed job offers. Usually when they landed job offer, that's when they will leave the coaching cohort, or the 90-day programs. They will also come back as well to help them get settled, or they're unhappy with their job. They wanted help to get into like a Google and Amazon. Okay, so that's what I mean. If you're truly, truly stuck in where you are right now, guys, the thing that I can tell you is don't waste your effort, don't waste your time profile in their internal application system. They can just look at your LinkedIn profile in the left hand corner. They can tell right away because it pops up, integrates with their internal system if you have already failed your interview. You don't want to be that person. I don't know why everyone is so anxious to the point where they admit to me that they're not ready, they don't have any story, they don't want to cancel the Amazon interview because Amazon's going somewhere. It's silly, guys. It's so silly. You just need to cut it out. Just cut it out. And like Rita and a lot of the folks are in here. Yes, my VIP is a premier coaching service from me, but also my entire channel is free. And just my channel alone, there are thousands of people who landed jobs specifically at Amazon because I counted them like I just did in the photo that I've just mentioned. That's just really briefly. I didn't go all the way back. Okay. So if they could do it, you could too. And I'm not saying that you're not working hard or anything, and please don't take it wrong. I've been there, guys. I've been there. I'm still here. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I'm still here, struggling of, dedicating time to be a mom, okay? And just also delivering to all of you guys virtually. While I'm waiting for more Q&A, by the way, the 44 people who's watching right now, at the bare minimum, smash that like button. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because Google really loves it as I'm live streaming to help push the right audience here, because I want to make sure that I'm able to benefit from all of you guys. And we haven't already, make sure you are connected to me on LinkedIn, because I want to I want to get to know you more if you are struggling and not getting anywhere. These live session is fantastic because you get to come in here and the answer I'm giving you is in real time. Okay. And if I ever feel that our conversation is confidential or it's too private, I will move it to member only, where it's not public. So a lot of you guys who's wondering, Holly, where's last week's live stream? Well, because it was so horrible, I have to take it down. But I realized that many of the member wanted to rewatch it. So it's in the member only replay or the interview tip 2021 playlist. Okay, it will be for you. Nisa, thank you for the like button. Yes. Yeah, Rita says, Holly, that's very generous, especially to do these weeklies. Yes. And honestly, I have to put three different prices for the joint. That's just a YouTube thing. It's not a Holly Lee thing. It's a YouTube thing that I have to. Which is why I'm probably one of the very few creator that have a $3.99 tier. A lot of them starts at $9.99. I started at almost free because let's be honest here. I hate getting trolls. Trolls are just haters. They're creator haters. They have nothing better to do with their time. They come in here and they spam our lives. I don't know why someone would do that, but they do. I have all kinds of promotional stuff going on in here, and that really helps me continue like this, paying for the software program that I use to run and live stream for you guys. That's what that's for, annually. And I was saying earlier that I'm still struggling with finding the balance of my time. So you need to know how to prioritize extremely well. Just this morning alone, and actually the entire week, or for that matter, I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I generally make my son breakfast, and off he goes. I drop him off of daycare. I came back at my desk by 8:30 every single day, 5 days a week. And then I start, making myself coffee, and then me now take care of him first, and then take care of me. And then I start looking at my priority of the days, and I'm so focused. Where you hear that when I live stream earlier on, I talk about email, because literally I spend an hour on reading through all of my emails 7 days a week. And if I'm really busy that week, literally I have to spend 6 hours just reading through all of the email messages. Yeah. That's why when a lot of you guys reach out to me, you want your quick tip, or can you review my entire story? I can't do that. I just told you about my schedule. Okay. So there's really no excuses of why you should be anxious, and you didn't make it through your Amazon interview. Guess what? There's still another day. Amazon is not going anywhere. Google, not going anywhere. Any of these company, they ain't going anywhere. Okay? So don't be scared. Don't be afraid. So you failed your interview 3 times for the same position at AWS. Again, they're not going anywhere, because a lot of the people are always able to go back, because at the end of the day, employer wanted to see if you have grown. What have you done? Week I told the cohort that the best hire I've ever made for Amazon. Are you guys ready for this? The best hire ever was a girl that was going to school full time during the day, and her swing shift, she was a pizza delivery driver. That was her only time to make money. And when I ask her, what is the most creative thing that you've ever done, right? I'm not going to ask her, tell me your biggest customer obsession. She doesn't have the experience. I was looking for a recruiting coordinator, someone to help me manage and schedule a lot of my event recruiting worldwide at the time. I didn't have help for Amazon Consumer. And the way she was walking me through specific detail, all of you were asking, can I get a job at Amazon with no experience? Hell yeah. Listen carefully, okay? Pizza delivery driver, still at Amazon after 6 years. After 6 years, she's now a program manager, and she's been a program manager. Remember, she delivered pizza part-time, and her example to me about what is the most creative thing that you've ever done was how she was able to change the brake pad in her car, how she tried to change her own engine, how she spent the entire day. And when I asked her, okay, walk me through in detail, she did. She walked me through in deep detail. I'm like, holy cow, she's not making this up. This girl knows what she's talking about. I was so blown away and so impressed, because she didn't have the finances, and she did whatever she could to do that. And I was so impressed with her. I was the only person that was inclined to hire. In fact, I almost strong inclined to hire, and I never did that for Amazon. And everyone told me that I was crazy. And guess what? The entire team left in that org, and she's still the only one that's remaining. And she got promoted multiple times. She got converted to contractor to perm in 6 months, right? So to answer all of your questions, who's watching right now, you don't come from a tech company. You don't even have any experience that's related to Amazon. I just gave you an example of a delivery driver. I've hired a guy who chopped woods for a living, who's an ex-veteran military guy. And the reason why I hired that person was because he was so hungry. He actually showed up in my live stream a month or so ago. But when I asked him, why do you think you should get this job with no experience compared to all the other recruiters who want this job at Facebook? And he said, well, Holly, because I have 4 jobs. I did this, I did this. He was like going very specific, because I have a family to support. I know I don't have a lot of experience. I'm an ex-military guy, but I'm the type of guy who rolled my sleeve and learned and would do anything to be successful. And when he was talking, I pay attention to hunger, which he has. Can he work hard? Hell yes. Is he able to learn and pick up quickly? Probably. But why I wanted to hire him? Because he was hustling. Do you hear what I just said? He was hustling. Like the pizza delivery person, she was hustling. Okay? That is why. So don't worry that you have failed interviewed, because you care too much about getting the job and missing out on the part of prep. So please stop. Just stop, guys. Just stop it. Hannah know this because Hannah is my community manager. She's been inside the community for almost 2 months now. Yeah, Hannah. I don't know why I'm looking at your name instead of looking at the camera. But why I'm sharing this story with you guys is because I don't want you to think about wanting to work for just that company, and really ask yourself why. I have a great experience at Amazon, but I would advise for you to look at all the other players as well and not just Amazon. Okay? A lot of people, every single person, every single soul, I should say, who comes in here and have questions about their job offer now that they have an offer from Amazon, everyone is disappointed when it comes to salary. Okay? I don't know how much more clear I could be with you guys. Amazon is great, but it is not a get rich now company. If you want to get rich now, you better go to Google or you better go to Facebook, because those two are the highest top paid company in the world, the highest. But if you're looking to feel like you're really adding value and you wanted to feel like you're smart, working with smart people and being able to have that name on your resume that everyone's going to hire you, that's Amazon. Okay. In fact, I think that if I haven't spent 6, 7 years at Amazon and uh, God, going through everything that I've been through, how tough that environment was, how tough my bosses were on me, and how tough my business stakeholders are in helping them deliver and execute all the products that they were looking for. Product meaning, the Kindle, the family of Kindle devices, the family of Echo devices, the family of consumer hardline, like everything that you see from diaper.com, wood.com, fiber.com, diaper.com, all of that stuff. I was behind the scene for all of that. So if I haven't been able to put that, I will not be able to do what I do right now, which is working hard, being very focused, and knowing where to speed up or slow down. Okay. I just wanted to share a moment of that with you, and hopefully that helps you. I know that a lot of you guys are still listening right now and very shy in leaving me a comment. Why are you guys shy in leaving me a comment? I don't understand. Let me turn member mode off for a second. Let me see if I can do that really quick. Sorry, guys. Let me do it here. I'm curious to know, in looking in the back, why you all are so shy. Mario says, I have my interview tomorrow with the recruiter. I've prepared questions to ask her about the role and job description. Any other specific I should focus with the recruiter? First, I should tell you that not every recruiter have all the detail, but the good one does. Okay. Um, well, the good one does, and depending on how long the recruiter has been working for that team, and why I made that comment is, as a recruiter way back in the days, I literally shadow every single one of my interviewer to know how they interview, what questions they ask. I go deep into the meat, like deep in the interview process, and I also train my entire hiring team. So not I thought that was a normal thing to do at the time, but I'm the only person that does that apparently. Okay? So I really figure out what is the expectation from the manager for this role. I would also be interested in knowing, Maria, why is this position open? Is it a backfill? What it is? So you want to hear things that are challenging. Did someone quit already? Why? Why is there a turnover? So you want to hear from buzzword, and you want to hear about the expectation for this role, how you could be successful. But I wouldn't dive too deep into learning about just for the role, but more importantly, passing the interview. The recruiter should be sending you some type of prep. Hi, Cecily. See, I told you when I start yelling at the community member and telling everyone to not be shy, that's when you guys started asking questions. You see that? Is a trick, I tell you. Cecily says, can you repeat your openings for VIP again? You said you have room for October, which is right now. So I just go online and subscribe. That is correct. The VIP is not an online class. I repeat, it is not an online class. From the moment you join, you get access. Okay, from the moment you joined, there's a pop-up because I'm very anal and I love data. I don't like people to get lost. There's information everywhere. It's really hard for you to get lost. Right, Hannah? So from the moment, let's just say you click join or payment, right? From the moment you hit that button, there's a screen that pop up. It says, thank you so much for purchasing. Here are step 1, 2, 3. You follow it. Step 1, you click the link. You will join my coaching platform. From the moment you join, you will get a very warm and fuzzy greeting from Hannah or myself or Anna. Three of us are in there. And then step number 2, check your email. If it's also in the notification as well, click on the VIP checklist. That is your onboarding, so you won't get lost. Anytime when you join anything, it's overwhelming in the first day. But guys, if you don't start playing around, you'll be stuck forever, right? So my advice is after you join, follow instruction to a T. Let me tell you why. Hannah is the only person out of a couple hundred in my cohort that follows instruction to a T, which is why she's my community manager right now. Okay? The only person. It's critical. When I ask my member, how come, let's talk about the experience in VIP cohort. Is it really hard? Why does everybody get lost? Well, Holly, we just don't want to read. We don't have time. Like, well, if you don't have time, you're wasting time. Wasting your time, wasting my time, Hannah's time, and the entire cohort's time, because literally it took a long time to build everything that is in there. And I've been running my own business for a little bit over 2 years now, and I'm always trying to do it better. But I'm wasting my time if no one's going to read it. Okay? And the VIP checklist is just one page. Says step 1, step 2, steps 3. You cannot get lost. It's so simple. And the platform is similar to Slack. Okay? If you've ever used a corporate or communicator in your work, it's similar to that. A lot of coaches use Facebook Workplace. Well, don't tell Facebook this. I used to work for Facebook. I'm just not a Facebook person. I don't like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't like to use any social media to affiliate with my business. So I use Discord. I think Discord is amazing, especially the mobile app, because there will come time that you have to take your kid to the doctors. Or I have one member every Wednesday, he will be dialing from his car, no name, you know who you are, where his son is doing cricket every Wednesday night. So he would be dialing in from his mobile phone. It's awesome, right? So I love it. I love the platform. And twice a week, which is tomorrow, it's our office hour. Generally, is 2 hours where I always have an agenda before to work on your communication and where you are. Everyone will get a couple turns. The great thing about the office hour is that you're not just learning just on me and you, coaching you, but you're learning from each other as well. These folks, some of my VIP member have been with me for 8 months. My longest VIP member, a couple of them, have been with me anywhere between 6 to 8 months. This is a true story. Because even those who landed a job, they're still in there. And I have to send them a message and say, hey, by the way, you realize that you're still being billed every month. So I feel awkward of not contributing to them. And they basically said, you know what, I really love the community. I don't want to leave. I know that if I need you, if I have questions at my onboarding or Amazon, I can always message you. And I want that. And that's what they find valuable. So they stick around. A lot of the folks stick around for the people. Right now, I have a couple amazing directors. I love my VIP coaching cohort to death. They know who they are. I think people make a big thing of the community, which is why I don't advertise VIP coaching. I have no ads. This is really straight out of my YouTube member. By the way, every single one of my clients in VIP are right off of my my YouTube pay membership. These are people who believe in my coaching, who believe that I can take them from zero to Amazon or Google or Facebook, because those are a lot of the companies, FAANG, that are interviewing or interested. Okay. So I'm not going to spend any more time to talk about VIP coaching. Please know that I'm simply answering your question. I'm probably going to remake this so I don't have to repeat myself and take off time for the future ones. If you guys have any more questions for me, please do leave it in the comment below in this video. And also, you can always leave me message, community members. If you go into the community tab, let me do it again. I know that not all of you guys know where it is. If you go to the community tab, okay, right here, if you click on my name, let's just say I'm watching a video and I have questions for Holly. What do I do? Very simple. You click on my name right here, just Holly Lee. Just click on Holly Lee, okay? And when you click on Holly Lee right here, there's a community button. There's a giant community button right here. By the way, don't forget to download my free star template. Oh, my free star template, make sure you download that. But you go to the community tab right here. when you click on community, you see a whole bunch of stuff on here. Your view as a paid YouTube member and the public view are not the same. Okay, like this is the same across. You can tell this is just for everyone. The 10 offer today. There's also templates for there's by the way, this is the one video that I highly recommended for Invent and Simplified, and it's free. There's a template in there, free, by the way, absolutely free, no catch. You don't even have to download anything from me. Okay, like my weakness video, again, free, absolutely free with a template. So there's a lot of good stuff here. I have also have a template to ask the interviewer as well. And this is the most recent number 16 LP and example for you guys as well. How cool is that? How spoiled is that, guys? All right. So again, all you have to do is go to the community tab and you can find all of that good stuff in there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and supporting my work. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for today. I will see all of you guys on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are interested in me reviewing your LinkedIn profile or to tell you and direct you to what position or even company that you can be applying yourself to, stay tuned this Friday morning and I will see you then.